We like to talk about TV, films and comics on this channel. Today we're going to talk about Project Powers on Netflix. Project Powers is a film on Netflix starring Jamie Foxx and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Jamie Foxx is a guy called the Major who is trying to get his daughter back, who's been kidnapped by the peddlers of a new drug which gives people various superpowers for 5 minutes. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is a not-by-the-book cop who is also on the trail of these people. They end up teaming up together along with a young girl who is one of the sellers of this drug to try and take down the organisation. This is a film that I think when they probably came up with the first idea for it, right back at the very start, had a message, something about like empowering black people in America and white people keeping them down and drugs and things like that. I'm not educated enough on American sort of culture beyond what's on the news to be able to comment any further on that, but all I can say is it was totally lost in translation when it came to screen. It is a right mess of a film. It felt really badly written, it's really badly directed. I feel sorry for Jamie Foxx and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Joseph Gordon-Levitt was just in 7500 on Amazon Prime. Brilliant film, amazing acting, probably a fraction of the budget of this film. So he can act, and it's not an issue of that. It is purely down to the creators of this film, I think. But the angles, it's like Dutch angles, filters, shaky cam, shots behind things, action scenes where you can't really see what goes on. Jamie Foxx is someone who doesn't need to take a superpower pill because basically he's got superpowers anyway. The characters are all totally underwritten. The little girl character who gets involved, her character feels mildly racist against black people. I don't know why, but she just kind of, I do feel like they're kind of so poorly, they've written her so poorly that everything she does comes across as a stereotype. You know, I don't really want to list things, so I'm not trying to make that kind of video, but initially I was thinking, whoa, this is like probably a bit like near to the knuckle on being deemed sort of derogatory towards these characters. And I don't know why, I just felt like it was just that feeling I got off the film. You know, I'm sure not every character in these films wants to become a rapper, has parents with diabetes, wants to, you know, lives in a sort of downtrodden area, and also pushes drugs because they just got to make ends meet. But they don't, she doesn't seem to be spending any of this massive amount of cash she's got kept under her bed. There's massive plot holes in this. Even the end finale doesn't really ring true. Jamie Foxx takes a drug and it just seems to blow up everything around him except for the things that he doesn't want to blow up, but there's no sign of him really controlling it not blowing up anything around him. He directs a few energy waves, but the people who don't need to be hurt don't get hurt, even though his power is essentially uncontrolled vaporization of everything in the near vicinity. The bad guys didn't even have to have this sort of Mexican standoff situation because they were already trapped in a lifeboat at the end, so they could have just walked up to the door and gone, yeah, we're just going to sort of wait you out or gas you out, or which you will just starve in there, then we'll pull the girl out that we want because we know you're not going to kill your daughter, so it's just not going to happen. They had any number of ways the bad guys could have reacted. Instead they had to have a sort of standard, we've got a hostage, you send someone out situation. It just felt bad. The superpowers, you never really get to see them doing too much. You get one at the very start with this guy who's got a firepower, then you kind of don't get much else in there. You get a guy who sort of hulks out, but you don't really see him do anything again, and it looks really bad CGI. A lot of it looks like sort of computer game cutscenes. Yeah, this is a waste of time, this film. Maybe someone else will get something from it. Maybe they'll say, no, that's a really great rewatchable film, I loved it. I just didn't get that from it. I watched it on a wet Friday evening. It was the only new thing on Netflix, which I wonder if that's strategic to force people, well not force, but drive people to watch it. I was thoroughly disappointed. I knew nothing else about it other than, oh, superpowers, tablets, Jamie Foxx, Joseph Gordon-Levitt is going to be good. It wasn't. There's plenty of other better things to watch on telly, and it feels like a film from 20 years ago, before they sort of refined not just action filmmaking, but also just superpower type films and this type of subject matter. It just feels real dated and real poor. Look, let me know what you think about it. Did you really like it? Did you think this was a great film? If so, cool. Why? I'll be interested to know, because I'm always open to other opinions. Otherwise, please feel free to drop us a like and a thumbs up, and please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Thanks.